bright ideas. And the last is generosity. Usually, a gardener will particularly vigorous growing plants with neighbor or their friends. I think that's all, ma'am.
Yeah, yeah, good. Yeah, it seems to me that you have listed the 3 characteristics and you give the supporting ideas for that. Yeah, this is your plan ya for writing your paragraph. Ini udah kelihatan kalau saya lihat. Hanya bukan dalam bentuk paragraf. Oke, bagus, cukup Sania. Ninis, silakan.
Thank you.
Alright, ma'am. So, mau share screen dulu ya, ma'am.
Ya. Saya ini Taura, Rahmarida, siap-siap. And then Dimas.
Oke. Udah kelihatan?
Ya, oke.
Okay.
Ustazah.
So, yes, ma'am. I'm talking about Ustazah, our female Islam teacher at TPQ. So, all right, let me start. I'm talking about Ustazah, our female Islam teacher at TPQ. But FYI, TPQ is Al-Quran education part, and the interviews is Umi Maspupah. So, Umi Maspupah is the female Islam teacher at TPQ An-Nur Betung. And then this is some characteristic that I got from Ustazah, or female Islam teacher at TPQ. But before that, let me explain about what is female Islam teacher or Ustazah. So Ustazah is someone who works by teaching, educating, and guiding in Islamic religious knowledge to their students. And then this is some characteristic of Ustazah. First, having good behavior. Of course, as a teacher at TPQ, you are required to have good behavior so that you can become a role model for the students. And the second one is patient. To be a teacher who teach children, of course, you have to be patient in dealing with children's parents, society, and etc. And then the next one is sincerity. Sincerity in carrying out her profession. Of course, as far as we know, that being a teacher for children is not easy. We must be patient and sincere in dealing with everything. And the next one is have good social skills. Why we should have a good social skills to be Ustazah? That is to be able to communicate well with fellow teachers, society, and of course, the TPQ children. And the last one is friendly. Why should you be friendly? Of course, it happened because to succeed in winning the hearts of TPQ children so that the teaching and learning process can run well. And then the role of the female Islam teacher or Ustazah is to teach, educate, foster, protect, and guide in instilling moral values to the students so that they become pious and good generations. And I also take a photo together with Umi.
Okay.
So this is, well, I think that's all that I can tell about Ustazah. Thank you.
Okay, very good information. Yeah, very complete. Very good, Ninis. So I note down here that you're going to write Ustazah. I'll be waiting for the paragraph. Yeah, but be careful. Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. When you write, ya, tadi ada kata you gitu ya.
Oh yes, ma'am.
Ya, be careful. Jadi you-nya nanti nggak masuk karena kita ini deskripsi. Kalau tadi pakai you seolah-olah mau instruct atau nanti jadi procedure, ya.
Oh yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
Okay, very good.
Alright, ma'am.
Ini ada foto betulan ya, interview with the Ustazah. Taura, your turn. Suka sekali ya, saya profesinya udah beragam banget tadi. Kalau beberapa tahun lalu ada yang kata mem itu ya, mem terharu, ada yang cerita tentang apa tuh yang mem bilang kemarin, tapping apa? Nyadap karet ya, nyadap karet sama tuh lagi kebun apa? Petani sawit. Nah, yang ngambilin sawitnya bukan yang ownernya. Petani sawit yang bawa pakai motor terus sawitnya ada di kanan kiri itu. Pernah juga. Silakan Taura. Taura, you are muted. You are muted.
Test. Can you hear me, ma'am?
Ya.
Okay. In this part, I will talking about pilot. In this part, pilot is very important job because there is many people that must go to somewhere with quickly, and jobs pilot has many responsibility like if come in any situation, pilot must have much skill like confident, public skill, multitasking, charismatic, and the others. The skill multitasking that you must do some jobs in one times, like you must flying a airplane and speak the controller and keep calm in any situation. Like you must calm in any situation. Even there is a problem with the airplane, like there is a turbulence at the air. And charismatic, you must have charismatic because if you don't have charismatic, the other people will not respect with you.
Oke. Dan
Yeah, maybe
Hmm.
then
Nah, ini gini ya. Salah satu syarat menulis juga adalah ketika kita mencari data, datanya itu make sense atau enggak gitu ya. Secara logika. Misalnya tadi ya, kan ini ya, yang lain juga harus cek ya. Bukan untuk Taura saja. Misalnya harismatik gitu. Apakah pilot betul harus harismatik atau tidak? Gitu ya.
Not really.
Do you think so? Yes or no?
No.
Ya, jadi Taura cek kembali apakah memang harismatik itu jadi ciri penting dari pilot ya. Oke, Taura. Misalnya yang lain kalau multitasking, oke, confidence, oke. Itu confidence itu spellingnya confidence kurang ya, keep calm in any situation ya. Nah, yang menjadi pertanyaan charismatic. So you have to check again ya, analyze itu charismatic, ciri penting pilot atau bukan, gitu ya, Laura ya. Oke, good. Next to Rahmarida. Saya agak ngebut nih. 9.30. Rahmarida, and then Dimas, kemudian Deborah. Sudah Deborah, Yusril. Ayo, ngebut.
Okay, ma'am. Before that, sorry. because I'm sick and coughing. So that's why my voice is changed.
Ya, langsung saja.
So I want to talk about a mechanic.
Udah cukup itu. Silakan.
The characteristic about a mechanic. First, hardworking. The second, careful, and the third is good attitude.
Can you explain?
And the mechanic usually do the three.
Yeah, I think you are not in a good condition. That's okay, Rama, it's not enough. So I found that you will write about a mechanic, yeah. And you just now explained the three characteristics of mechanic, a hard worker, and mechanic should be careful, and then also good attitude. Yeah, that's.
Yes,
I think that's enough, Rahma.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Sorry, ma'am.
No problem. Get well soon, ya. Dimas, silakan.
Yes, ma'am.
Entrepreneur. Ayo, ngebut aja jelasin ya. Go ahead, Dimas.
Yes, ma'am. Characteristic of entrepreneur. They are to take risks, smart work, good at finding opportunities, above average income, creative, innovative, and make something that makes money. That's all, ma'am.
Ya, but sepertinya yang jadi highlight adalah, bener nggak sih? Kan itu banyak banget ya. Dare to take risks, smart work, good at finding opportunities, above average sampai bawah. Yang mana yang jadi hal yang paling utama dari semuanya gitu ya?
Yes, ma'am.
Dimas, apakah nanti mau bicara tentang smart work,
kayaknya,
kreatif, and inovatif? Nah, kan kalau dare to take risk itu masuk kategori smart work mungkin ya. Kreatif nanti dideskripsikan kreatif tuh bagaimana, and inovatif bisa diletakkan di bawah make something that is always new and makes money, for example ya.
Yes, ma'am.
Oke. Ya, cukup untuk Dimas.
Thank you, ma'am.
Deborah, after this Yusril.
Yes, ma'am.
Karin udah ini ya. Waduh, Karin ini enggak. Karin. Siapa lagi nih yang belum? Susan. Silakan.
Udah kelihatan belum, ma'am?
Ya.
So I observe Sari Roti seller. They have three characteristics. One is good at direction because they are go to many places. And two, they are patients.
Sorry, what did you say? Deborah?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, good at direction. And what else?
Patients,
Patient.
patient,
Mhm.
and the last is friendly.
Mhm. Okay. So you mean this is a sari roti seller who is driving a motorcycle to some places in a city?
Yes, ma'am.
Uh-huh. I see. Friendly. Why patient? You have a big. What do you
And
mean patient?
because sometimes the buyer is so long to choose product, so they are so patient.
Mhm. Sari roti seller. Ya, friendly. Ini catatan untuk si Deborah. Kan setiap pekerjaan itu ada keunikan ya. Nah, si sari roti seller ini, kalau Mem lihat ya dari 3 karakteristik ini, patient, good at direction, and friendly. Ada keunikan nggak sih? Dari 3 ini belum kelihatan uniknya dari sari roti seller apa? Mungkin bisa dimunculkan satu selain yang ada di 4 ini. Oke, sabar tadi itu. Kemudian friendly, harus ramah, harus tahu arah kota, hafal alamat. Apa? Ya?
Kalau kuliah kalau cabut kan.
Ya, cek ya nanti ya, Deborah ya.
Oke, ma'am.
Ya, ini nggak apa-apa judul. Ini yang kata nanti apa Mem bilangnya? Kearifan lokal gitu ya. Inilah kearifan lokal yang kita lakukan ini sebenarnya membuat paragraf yang nanti terkait dengan kearifan lokal. Sebenarnya arahnya ke situ. Makanya meminta kalian belajar farmers or bandrek seller ya atau penjual sayuran apapun itu. Oke. Lanjut ke Yusril. Thank you, Deborah.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, ma'am. So sorry, ma'am. I can turn on my camera.
Ya. Ayo.
Udah muncul belum, ma'am?
Not yet.
This?
It's coming. Salesman.
Oh yeah. So I have this idea. I choose the salesman. Why I choose this profession? Because my uncle profession is salesman, and also sometime I spend my holiday to be salesman on the market. And so salesman must to have this point commonly, must to have this point, friendly and always smile, to his customer, so that customer feel comfortable and willing buy his product. And also salesman must to be confident and good communication, to face his customer and explain his product to his customer. And also salesman must to be careful and honestly about his product, because sometimes salesman does mistake like in the price, color, size, and location stock of product. And another characteristic is, of course, must to be patient, because almost every day salesman faces many different characteristics of people,
and sometimes make his feel mad, sad, and of course happy. So all of this point must to salesman have to give great service to customer, to give great service to customer. I think that's all, ma'am.
Oke. Komen saya untuk Yusril, oke, salesman, that's fine. Ini ya, kalau bikin mind map gitu ya, seperti friendly. Artinya yang always smile itu berarti untuk mendukung friendly ya, benar nggak? Jadi sebenarnya kalau dibuat mind map always smile itu diletakkan panahnya di bawah friendly gitu. Nah, jadi if you state in your paragraph, so salesman must be ya, not must to be careful, must be friendly. Nah, nanti supporting sentence-nya bisa this salesman should always be always smile ya, while talking with the buyer or the customer, gitu kan? Ya, artinya kembali lagi ke pernyataan saya tadi bahwa kalian harus bisa memilih mana sih yang grand controlling idea-nya dipilih. Misalnya friendly, confident. Nah, careful tuh masuk kemana? Gitu ya. Apakah careful yang akan dimasukkan sebagai controlling idea? Atau semuanya? Kalau ke semuanya tidak ya. Sebenarnya tema-tema ini beririsan. Bisa dipahami, Yusril?
Bisa, ma'am.
Ya, oke. Karin, silakan Karin. Thank you, Yusril. Karin. Silakan Karin. Are you here, Karin? If not, Susan Paradila.
Yes, ma'am.
Berliana setelah ini. Mutia, apakah sudah?
Sudah, ma'am.
Mutia sudah ya. Lagi oh ya, Mutia udah station ya.
Sudah muncul.
Ya, sudah.
Yes, ma'am. This job is a shopkeeper. I have a friend who does good shopkeeper atau menjaga toko, ma'am. I think characteristic is friendly, careful, and fast in a service.
Friendly,
Careful,
fast in service. Ya. Oke. Nanti mungkin bisa dicari ya, karena ketika kita menulis di paragraf, mungkin careful-nya tidak bisa kita katakan langsung bahwa shopkeeper should be. There is another term ya for that ya, noun ya. Kalau careful ini adjective ya.
Yeah.
To make it biar paragrafnya lebih baik ya. Nanti kita lihat kalau dia memakai careful langsung bagaimana. Karena saya sudah pengalaman ketika paragrafnya, karena kalian ini kan sudah masuk kategori academic writing ya. Nah, there should be another formal word for replacing careful or friendly ya. Nah, ini saya lupa katakan dari tadi ya. This is again paragraph writing, tapi paragraph writing tujuannya menulis akademis. Sehingga kalau menulis akademis, kata-kata formal tuh lebih disarankan daripada kata-kata informal. Oke, misalnya that's why. That's why itu kata-kata informal. Kalau kita taruh di paragraph writing, kelas academic writing, ya kurang cocok. Mungkin kita ganti dengan therefore, gitu ya. That's why itu dipakai untuk bahasa sehari-hari. Atau speaking, for speaking English. But not for academic writing. Okay, thank you, Susan. That's okay, shopkeeper. Thank you. Berliana now.
Okay, ma'am.
Arsita, sudah belum?
Yes, ma'am.
Arsita sudah atau belum ya?
Tadi udah.
Udah ya? Oke, silakan. Berliana. Bayu belum nih.
Okay, guys, in my map, I would like to explain about builderman or construction working. First of all, buildermen have duties like supervise building. The point that I get is one factors that strengthen the progress of construction industry in Indonesia is construction worker,
Construction ya.
construction worker, and then make new building and building renovation. And the second, buildermen have age and gender. Usually is men, and age productive is 15 until 49, 49, and the non-productive age is 15 years old and over.
Oke, that's enough. Maaf ya, saya potong Berliana ya. Karena waktu. Nah, Mem tanya kembali. Menurut Berliana, what are the characteristics of construction builder or construction worker? Apa saja?
Kerja keras,
Ya, apalagi?
disiplin,
Ya. Ada lagi? Did you do the interview? Or did you find something, some information from the internet?
Iya, Mem.
Ya, jadi Berliana cari datanya dari mana?
Melihat tetangga.
Ya,
Nanya
interview.
juga sama yang ngasih upah.
Oke, ya, nggak apa-apa, bagus. Ya, jadi gini ya, Mem kembali lagi ke tujuan kita semula. Jadi kita ini tugasnya bukan mendeskripsikan pekerjaannya, ingat ya. Tapi kalian mengolah, melihat pekerjaan seseorang, kemudian membuat analisis sendiri, karakteristik mereka tuh harusnya seperti apa. Jadi ada konklusi, ada analisis di dalamnya ya. Begitu. Kalau saya hanya minta mendeskripsikan, artinya kalian udah aja cerita bahwa dia kerjanya ini. Pertama harus bangun pagi, and then misalnya ya penjual sayur di pasar, penjual sayur di warung, jam 4 pagi ke pasar, kemudian belanja, kemudian pulang ke rumah mempersiapkan segalanya. Itu kan description of activities. But this time, what I want is quite different. Kalian mengamati dan mencoba membuat konklusi sendiri. Kira-kira pekerjaan dia itu karakteristiknya seperti apa. Nah, makanya rata-rata kalian, oke, hard worker. Ya, setiap pekerja harus they should have They should be hard worker ya, salah satu. Tapi kan ada hal-hal unik lain yang bisa kita amati dari satu profesi gitu ya. Apa? Nah, ini mungkin balik lagi nanti ke Berliana dianalisis kembali kira-kira apa sih kalau apakah strong? Benar nggak Berliana? Ini construction worker itu yang di jalan-jalan itu ya misalnya ya, atau membangun jembatan, benar nggak?
Iya, mem. Kuli, mem.
Oh gitu, kuli ya. Nah, apa yang bisa Berliana ungkapkan dari situ? Berarti dia harus physically strong, and you need to. Nah, bagaimana mengkaitkannya dengan deskripsi-deskripsi? Nah, deskripsi yang Berliana tulis misalnya, educate, itu ya, duties, age and gender mungkin bisa dipakai untuk membantu mengembangkan idenya tadi ya di supporting sentences. Oke?
Yes, mem.
Tapi be careful juga untuk all of you. Jangan pula nanti hard worker dipakai semua ya. Karena ada banyak vocabulary yang kalian bisa pakai untuk mendeskripsikan karakteristik dari suatu pekerjaan atau orang. Oke, good, thank you. Apa namanya? Berliana. Lanjut ke Bayu. Bayu.
Yes, ma'am.
Oke. Setelah Bayu, Mas Agus. Nah, siapa yang belum tolong tunjuk tangannya. Dharma Febrian belum.
Maaf, ma'am, agak nge-lag.
Ya, coba dulu. Berapa sekarang? 10.
Aduh, ini fotonya ngeblur, ma'am.
No. I can see your
Serious,
even
ma'am?
though it's not
Okay.
here.
So
Freshman.
here's can I start, ma'am?
Yes.
Okay. Here's I observe or trash man or garbage man or waste collector. Here's, as you can see, the advantage and disadvantage. The advantage is this job is a commendable job and doesn't require higher education. And for disadvantage, this job may be regarded as a disgusting job for some people, no, and also get a small salary. That's it, ma'am.
Nah, again, just like what I told to some of your friends ya. Kalau tadi menyimak Bayu, balik lagi ke tujuan penulisan ya. Iya. Jadi saya belum mengarahkan kalian untuk comparing menulis paragraf yang sifatnya compare and contrast, advantages and disadvantages, belum. Saya masih di describing ya. Kalau kalian lihat di buku listing ya, listing paragraf, kita mengelis hal-hal yang penting dari suatu profesi. Jadi itu ya Bayu ya. Jadi kita
Ya, ma'am. Salah, ma'am, harus diganti, ma'am.
Iya, nggak apa-apa, bukan berarti saya menyalahkan ya. Jadi
Ya.
itulah gunanya ini ya, brainstorming ini. Kenapa ini saya perlu ada kegiatan brainstorming ini? Biar arah kalian menulis tuh benar gitu ya. Jadi nanti bicaranya dari perspektif characteristics of trustman. What trustman should have, ya.
Yes, characteristic.
Ya.
Okay.
Oke.
Thank you, ma'am.
Ya. Mas Agus, are you ready? Thank you, Bayu.
Yes, ma'am.
Karin, are you here, Karin?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Silakan. What is
Okay,
this?
so
Mhm.
a word about costermonger. Costermonger is a person who sells goods, especially fruit and vegetable, from hand cart and travel from house to house.
Mhm.
And here are some characteristics that I observed from them. First is hard worker. They have to work from morning until late afternoon. Next is they are physically strong. They have to push hand cart and travel from house to house. Next is they are friendly, so they can make customers feel comfortable, and also they need to have good communication skill, so they can interact with customers easily. And last one, they must be honest, so they can gain trust of the customers. That's all, ma'am.
Honest, friendly, strong. Oke, jadi ini penjual sayuran ya,
Yes, ma'am.
yang pakai gerobak.
Mm-mm.
Oke, ya, nggak apa-apa, ini bagus. Silakan dikembangkan nanti ya, Mas Agus ya.
Yes, ma'am.
Lanjut, Dharma
Thank you.
atau Karin duluan? Dua orang lagi nih.
Saya, ma'am.
Nah, Dharma dulu.
Okay, so last week I interviewed my grandmother. She is a shopkeeper. So as a shopkeeper, she must be multitasking to serve the customer or their family, her family. And then she need to be fast respond. So her customer doesn't wait for too long. And then she often at home. She doesn't get out if there aren't nothing important. There is nothing important, and she is good at counting. So people doesn't trick her. Okay, that's all, ma'am.
Ya, good ya, shopkeeper warung ini ya.
Oh, yeah, ma'am.
Multitasking, okay, good at counting, good ya, fast respond. It's about service ya, good service ya, fast respond itu. Boleh, good service, and then often at home ya. What do you mean? Mungkin Dharma mau bilang ini ya, karena ini warung, ada harus stay tune gitu ya, harus di situ ya.
Iya.
Nah, ini yang kata Mem tadi ya, karena kita menulis di formal writing, kita mungkin harus memikirkan apa sih term yang tepat untuk ini, untuk often at home at shop, atau standby ya, standby, or whatever ya, you know what I mean ya. Find another term for replacing often at home or shop. Ya, tapi itu bagus sih. Jadi dia tuh harus standby sehingga ketika dia orang datang ada gitu kan ya, Dharma?
Iya.
Ya, silakan dikembangkan. Ini sudah cukup terlihat sudah sistematis.
Oke, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Ya, lanjut. Karin.
Okay, ma'am, can you hear my voice?
Yes, Karin, it's clear. Strict
So
clear.
I made about street cleaner. At first, I thought the mind map was about the information of the job, but turns out it is about the characteristics. So I don't know. There's not a lot to say besides street cleaner have a pretty important role in our job. Like for instance, they have to sweep big streets and public places, and also collect garbages and throw it away to the right place. We sometimes doesn't think a lot about them, but they're actually, like what I said, they're pretty important. So because without them, the streets, the big roads will be dirty, and the transportations cannot go through. And also we as pedestrians and so may find it hard to walk around, because if the street is dirty, then it is a very inconvenient place to live on. And about the street cleaner itself, yeah, it is really important. That's all I have to say.
What are the can you say that again? What are the importance of street cleaner?
They clean the big streets of our town, big streets and public places.
What else?
They also collect garbages that lies around the big streets, and they throw it away to the right place.
And what else?
I think that is all the main important jobs that they have to do.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I hope that you know what you're going to write. Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. The importance of street cleaner. Saya kira bagus ini. Saya kira cukup ya. Tidak ada yang belum laporan.
Mutia belum, Mem.
Mutia apa?
Rahma Mutia.
Oh, Rahma belum ya. Silakan Rahma.
Right about penjual kue keliling, Mem, but I'm not sure what it is in English.
Yeah, that's the challenge too, ya, to find the right term for that. Kita lihat, coba dulu cari. Biasanya saya kalau misalnya nggak dapet ini, kita pakai proper name. Proper name itu artinya kita tidak perlu translate gitu. Silakan Rahma, ceritakan dulu laporannya.
Yes, so the characteristic of a penjual kue keliling is first they're disciplined, because they have to wake up so early every morning around 3 or 4 a.m. to make cakes and breakfast treats. And then they're hardworking, because they have to walk around to pedal and carry heavy basket full of food every morning. And they must be friendly and polite in order for people to buy. And then they're patient, because sometimes the food is not always sold out, and it has to be reheated to be sold the next day.
Yeah, okay, I got it. That's enough, I think. Penjual kue keliling ya, written by Rahma ya. Okay, I think that's enough. It's already 10. We have 30 minutes more. So I hope that you take notes on what I said ya to each of you, dan semoga yang lain mendengarkan ya apa yang saya katakan ke yang lain. Jadi kembali lagi kelas, perhatikan bahwa kalian akan menulis dengan tujuan ya mendeskripsikan karakteristik atau importance of a certain profession. Saya akan share screen lagi dari tulisan kakak kelas kalian ya. Wait. Oke. Ini kita menunggu, stop dulu. Oh, wait. Selagi saya searching, kalian udah ada kelompok belum ya? Yang sebelum-sebelumnya udah ada kelompok belum? Pernah bentuk kelompok? Belum ya? Okay. So after this ya, you're going to write together. Jadi tulisan yang individu ini akan kalian laporkan minggu depan. Tapi sebelum menulis individu di minggu ini ya, melalui laman LMS kita, kalian akan menulis bersama. Nah, how to do that? Jadi kalian akan menulis profesi yang terkenal aja ya, misalnya dokter, guru, atau army. Ya, nanti kalian menulis itu, saya berharap each of you can contribute one sentence to your group paragraph. Ya, jadi nanti akan ada muncul satu paragraf. Jadi kalian akan saya bukakan forum diskusi. Ya, ada forum diskusi. Nanti, for example, this is what I call joint construction. For example, Rahma, Yusril, Rusli, Taura dalam satu grup ya. Saya minta tolong tulis tentang dokter, ya. Oke. Nah, ketika di forum diskusi, kalimat pertama mungkin dibikin oleh Rusli. Ya. Nah, disambung nanti kalimat kedua siapa? Apakah Yusril atau Taura? Sehingga semuanya berkontribusi dalam bentuk satu paragraf. So, each of you has an opportunity to write. You know what I mean? It's quite challenging ya. It's quite challenging karena kalian harus membuat kalimat kalian relevan dengan kalimat teman kalian. Oke. Nah, sehingga nanti ada satu orang ya di kelompok itu yang mengumpulkan sentence itu jadi atau enggak ya, jangan satu-satu ya. Setelah misalnya Yusri menulis kalimat pertama, di reply oleh Rusli, Rusli harus menulis lengkap tulisan Yusri ada, terus kalimat tambahan dari Rusli. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Ya, jangan posting single sentence. Sehingga di ujung akhir terbentuklah paragraf yang sudah lengkap. Udah? Oke?
Yes, ma'am. I got it.
Ya, nanti paragraf yang lengkap itu akan saya komentari melalui laman itu. Saya ada utang ya, yang minggu lalu belum saya komentari juga. Nah, ya atau there's a possibility saya posting ke grup lain untuk dikomentari. Ya, bisa dipahami? Nah, untuk kelompok tolong dibuatlah, ini ketua kelasnya siapa ya? Who is the kepala suku in this class?
Hanif, ma'am.
Hanif ya. Ini jumlahnya sekitar 28, 29. Satu kelompok sekitar 4-5 orang ya. Ya, ini salah satu cara saya biar semuanya menulis. Dan kenapa saya perlu kita adakan collaborative writing atau joint construction? Sehingga sebelum menulis sendiri, kalian udah lihat dulu paling tidak ya kalau nulis bareng itu ada ide banyak dan tujuan penulisan tercapai. Nah, makanya kita kembali lagi melihat tulisan kakak kelasnya tadi ya. Bentuknya bagaimana? Wait a second. Saya buka Facebook dulu. Ya, sehingga kalian bisa melihat contoh tulisan. Ini saya ambil yang memang tulisannya bagus semua sih, karena memang sudah lewat proses drafting ya, editing. Wait a second. Nah, kita lihat ini ya. Can you see that?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Saya besarin coba. Nah, the bus driver. Okay. Bus driver is someone who works driving a bus and takes people to several places. Ini dia mulai dari definition ya. Works driving a bus and takes people. Oh ya, topic centersnya ada di kalimat kedua ya. Jadi topic centers memang bisa di kalimat pertama atau kalimat kedua, tapi biasanya di kalimat pertama. But as you can see here, to be a bus driver is not easy. First, you should have a good driving ability, okay? And second, he must be professional. And third, he also has a good attitude to other people. Nah, ini masih ada. Sebenarnya ini diperbaiki ya. Nah, ini ada perbaikannya. Oke. Ini versi perbaikannya udah nggak pakai that is why, tapi therefore. Ini sangat pendek ya sebenarnya. Kita cari yang agak panjang. Okay. What about this? Nah, ini from Aulia. The parking attendant, also known as juru parkir. Yeah. This profession is helpful for us. Juru parkir collects parking fees and gives tickets. Juru parkir doesn't only help us to regulate. Nah, you can see, ya. Ini ada versi revisinya. Kalau kalian lihat di bagian mana yang jadi clue-nya itu helpful. Nah, nanti kalian menulis, jangan lupa judul kalau bisa sangat mempresentasikan isi ya. Nih, helps to organize. Oke. Okay. Nah, helps to organize ini kan akhirnya disupport sama kalimat-kalimat penjelas. Ada lagi nggak ya? Do you have any questions so far? Any question? Ya, untuk melihat model tulisan yang memang sangat ideal itu ada di buku kalian ya, yang flight attendant itu. Ya, itu bisa dijadikan model. Sebelum model dan kalian bisa melihat tujuannya menulis itu apa. Oke? Okay? Any question?
Saya, Mem.
Ya, Royhan.
Tadi materi saya yang Chili Farmer tadi gimana, Mem? Harus diganti mind map-nya jadi karakteristik atau biarin aja jadi advantage aja?
Enggak, saya belum ke advantages dan disadvantages ya, Royhan. Jadi fokus kita ke tujuan penulisan, mendeskripsikan karakteristik dari satu profesi. Ya.
Oke.
Ya. Nanti ada saatnya kita akan menulis paragraf yang mempresentasikan advantages and disadvantages, but later ya, not now. Karena ini kan baru tulisan kita kedua ya, setelah yang pertama. Jadi saya masih yang sifatnya dekat dengan kalian dulu. Belum menulis yang apa ide atau pendapat, argumentation, no, not yet. Good question, thank you. Ada lagi pertanyaan? Jadi setelah ini kita cukupkan dulu. Saya akan buka link untuk membuat tulisan tadi ya. Saya pandu di sana. I give you 2 days ya to complete the work. Hari ini sampai Kamis lah, sampai Kamis malam ya, untuk menulis bersama or collaborative writing. Sisanya kalian gunakan untuk menulis tulisan kalian. Minggu depan lagi laporan individu tulisan kalian masing-masing. Ya. Kalau tidak ada pertanyaan, kita cukup dulu. Saya akan buka link untuk... setelah ini ada kuliah ya? Oh iya. Berarti belum bisa dikerjakan sekarang. Nanti saya kabari kalau sudah saya buka link ya. Gitu aja. Okay. If there is no question, I think that's enough for today. Class, please turn on your video. I need to take a photo as an evidence. Deborah, what are you doing? Kumis? Bayu mau apa? Bayu, it seems to me that you raised hand. Oh ya. Okay, siap? 2 slides. Slide 1. Wait a second. Wait. Belum siap rupanya. Sorry ya. Kenapa nggak dari tadi ya turn on video? Ini kelihatan cantik dan ganteng. Oke, 1, 2, 3, action. Oke, slide 2. 1, 2, 3. Okay, that's enough. Thank you. Assalamualaikum. Bye-bye. See you next week.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you,
Have a nice day,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
You're welcome. See you.